it's Amy with Integrated Wellness of Dallas. We are on our 14-day detox journey and we're on day 2. Things are going great. And one thing I always recommend is homemade hummus. It's a great snack, great to keep around the house, wonderful to pair with vegetables. Anyway, I have my dear friend and neighbor, Roni Proter here.
Yes.
She is Dinner Reinvented. She has her own YouTube channel and her own blog and makes wonderful, simple meals for every day, for the weekdays. So Roni can tell you more about that. But last night I called Roni and I had made hummus last week, but it took forever. It was like a 2-day process and it wore me out. It was delicious, but it took way too long. So Roni is a chef. I knew she would have some good tips. So she came over today and she's gonna teach me how to make a great hummus from raw soaked beans.
From scratch.
And we are gonna simplify this whole process.
Okay, all right, so it's super easy. So I asked Amy, if you have some chickpeas, go ahead and soak them overnight. She drained the water, but I wanted to show you what it looks like because you'll see that it has kind of a milky top over it, and that's good. That means that the chickpeas are starting to sprout, it's starting to soften. Now I will say this, if you're using an Instant Pot and you didn't get around to soaking it, it's okay. You might just need to cook it a little bit longer, but I took it from dried to cooked in less than an hour, and it works very well. But if you want, I would highly recommend go ahead and soak it in water, make sure it's soaked in water, and you see that it's starting to soften.
And these have been soaking since yesterday.
Okay.
So it has been overnight.
So would you mind, can you strain out the water?
Yep.
And all right, so this is my Instant Pot. If you guys don't have one, I love it, I love it. It is an electric pressure cooker. So normally, my family's Israeli, and the Israeli recipe, you would take these chickpeas that have been soaked overnight, you would drain the water, you would add more water, and you would cook it on the stove for 3-4 hours, sometimes all day, before it's soft enough that you can puree it into hummus. And it uses a lot of your gas and a lot of electricity and a lot of time. So what I love is that this electric pressure cooker cooks it like that. So the chickpeas are drained, and I'm gonna put them in the Instant Pot. Now I have it covered with water. If you could just come on over and see, I'm gonna put these chickpeas in. You wanna make sure that the water that you're putting in here covers the chickpeas, okay? Once the pressure cooker is sealed, if it doesn't have enough water, it'll start to burn. So there you go. And so this is the other thing. Normally hummus, you would use raw garlic when you blend it, but because I store mine for a few days in the fridge, every day that you use raw garlic, it gets stronger in flavor. So what I do is I take 3 cloves of garlic and I put it in with my Instant Pot. That way the garlic is cooked, you have lots of garlic flavor, but it's a little bit more mellow and it's not gonna have such a bite.
That's awesome because my husband does not like the real garlicky taste, and neither do my kids. So that's great. I love that. I did not know that.
Yeah, it makes it so much easier. Okay, now on the setting, on my Instant Pot in the front right over here, you'll see that I have a beans setting. So all I did was I pressed beans, and in 50 minutes it cooked. I don't know how you would do that with this. Would you do manual?
So we would do manual.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and
let you
set
do that. Amy's still futzing over here with her Instant Pot, but I wanted to show you, so it cooked for 50 minutes, and you wanna make sure that if it's on seal when you cook it, and then you press it to vent, and that will release the steam, and let's take a look. All right, so let's look at the chickpeas. And
it smells good.
It smells good, doesn't it?
It smells really good.
This is what you're looking for, okay? I'm gonna pick this up because my hands are like my oven mitts. You can just squeeze it with your fingers and they are like mush. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Like they are so soft. You wanna make sure that these are so soft that if you just give them a tiny little touch, they are going to fall apart. Okay, that's part of what gives you a really, really creamy hummus.
And you can see the skins are falling off the chickpeas.
Okay, so if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and use your spider and scoop out all of the chickpeas. Now, while she does that, I am going to make the tahini. All right, so here is your tahini, or in Hebrew we call it trina. And I'm gonna put it in my bowl. And this is a cup of chickpeas that I used. So it's about 1/4 of a cup of tahini, and I'm gonna add lemon juice. These are these gigantic organic lemons. They're really beautiful. And I have, let's say about the juice of 1 lemon for here. We'll start with that. And
Roni,
now
will you
water.
use any of this water again?
Oh yes,
Okay.
yes.
So
We're gonna
you
use
wanna
some of
reserve
that cooking liquid
Okay.
in there. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so here we have it. And now we're gonna whisk. Go ahead and stir that up. And you're gonna see as you stir the tahini, it becomes thicker and thicker and thicker. And you want something that resembles a little bit of a runny peanut butter. That's the consistency you're looking for. Now, in traditional Israeli cooking, you might get about a 1-to-1 ratio of tahini to chickpeas. Sounds like a lot. Tahini is high in fat, but it's really good fat.
Good.
And it makes it very creamy. And so, do you see how much it's thickening up over here?
And you know, Roni, I have actually made this yesterday as a salad dressing as well, right here with some salt and pepper.
Good idea.
And you can just thin it a little bit more, but it is so good as a salad dressing too.
Oh, that's a good idea. Like as an alternative to like a Caesar kind of, or a creamy.
Or if you want something a little bit more creamy, but you still want to stay sort of healthy and. But yeah, the sesame seeds are so good.
Because part of your detox program, there's no dairy, right?
There's no dairy, no sugar, no alcohol, no grains, no processed
fun.
food. Lots of fun. We are having so much fun on our Facebook page with it all right now. So,
Okay, what's the Facebook page?
the Facebook page is a private Facebook page. So we're going to continue to run 14-day detoxes. Dara Akhtamar and I, a good friend who's also a certified health coach. And as we run these detoxes, we set you up on a private Facebook page. So the world doesn't need to know about it. It's just a private little group. And every day we give you motivational tips and advice.
That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of this cooking liquid. Okay, and that is going to help smooth it out, and it gives even more kind of that chickpea flavor. So try a little bit of that, and I want you to see how lemony it is. It's pretty lemony,
Really
right?
lemony.
Okay,
I love that.
All right, so I'm not that familiar with the Vitamix, so I'm going to ask you to go ahead and blend this.
Okay.
Now, here's the other thing. You want a high-powered blender. You want this to be so smooth. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead and taste it, Amy. I know already that it's going to need salt. But do you want it to have more citrus? Do you want it to have more creaminess? You would add more tahini. So that's where I'm going to put the full recipe of exactly how I do it. But this is about personal taste. So go ahead and make it your own. Okay, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to add just a little bit more lemon juice. I like mine pretty lemony.
Okay.
And then I think we will be
It's delicious.
good to go. It's pretty good, right?
Really good.
Okay, go ahead and give it one more blitz.
Okay. And Roni, do you add pepper to hummus?
I
What's
don't.
the rule? Okay.
I don't ever. So here it is. I really love it served warm right after I cook it. And I cut up some vegetables, some cucumbers and some carrots. This is the way my kids love to eat it.
Which all works on our 14-day detox.
Yeah, because there's like no grains, right?
Yes, no grains, right. So this is totally healthy, great for January. Great snack, and this could even take you into February for the Super Bowl. Like, what a fabulous appetizer.
There is something also about when you give people homemade hummus, they're like, wow, so exciting, you know? But I mean,
I'm excited about any food that Roni gives me. Anything she makes, I'm excited about it for sure.
All right, so here is how I garnish it, the Israeli way. So I make kind of a well. I'm sure Dara is used to it this way too. All right, so I make a little well. I put a little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, a good one.
So pretty.
Okay, and then I take some paprika, and would you garnish with some of those pine nuts around? There you go. And some pine nuts, doesn't it? I mean,
pretty.
look,
Oh my
you eat
gosh.
with your eyes first, right? So when you make something look
Absolutely.
pretty and exciting and colorful and vibrant, it makes you excited to eat
Looks
it.
so good.
There is my hummus. Let's see what Amy thinks. We'll give it a try. It's good
That is
stuff, right?
so good.
And you saw how easy it was, right?
And it is so much better than the store-bought. It just is. So good. Way to go. Thank you, Roni.
Of course, thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.